make sense anyway.
I agree.
Okay. Very good, boy. Thank you so much, boy. Let's see. We don't need this cheat sheet. Well, I may have to look at it, boy. In case I called the wrong thing.
Yeah. You don't want to get a cease and desist.
Everybody's wanting their boy. Everybody's needing this. Boy.
I know, right?
It's summer. I still got a sweatshirt on, boy. Let me see. Okay. I cut my T-shirt too. Look.
Yeah, I see.
I know every smart aleck saying, way to go, Jesus. I said, no, but the J stuck.
Yeah.
Bullet, so, okay. Everybody thinks I worship Jesus. Okay? What the heck are you talking about?
Well, it is easy worshiping Jesus.
Yeah. No, I wore it all weekend. Matter of fact, for like last 3 weeks. But anyway, it was stupid. Like, you didn't know me, you wouldn't know that. You would know, wouldn't you, that there's a J there? But I guess evidently they don't.
No.
So, anyway, everybody call me Jesus now. Anyway, that's okay. I'm sorry.
Easy, Jesus. You ready?
Yeah, I'm one of the conquistadors in WWF.
Yeah.
One up. Okay. That's a good punchline.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Daddy Don't Work, You Wrestle. Hear the claps. You know what time it is, George. How was your weekend?
Boy, I'm starting to feel like a Velcro stick-em note behind Miss Hoke's third grade class, where she just stuck notes up everywhere. Boy, I am doing good. Thank you so much. Thank you, people. It is such a beautiful day here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Of course, it'll probably be freezing with snow on the ground tomorrow, but it's 80-ish degrees today. Bullet, just so glad to be here, Bullet. Great week. Tremendous. Got to spend with the new edition of the Hall of Fame Rock and Roll Express. I just heard, I think you had heard also, and a lot of our viewers have heard, that Jim Cornette, who actually said he would never do anything else with WWF again, is actually going to induct the Rock and Roll Express. So maybe that'll open up, which I'm being very serious here, maybe that'll even open up maybe Midnight Express. Who knows? Later on down the line, Bullet.
Hopefully.
So, anyway, just want to thank everybody real quick. Great weekend, Bullet. Thomasville, North Carolina, there for the NCAA show there with our buddy Henry Dean. Had a great show, rock and roll. Got to see Ron Simmons.
NCAA?
NCAA. Bullet, listen.
Okay.
My ultimate mark out moment was when Ron Simmons and Shane Douglas gave me a standing ovation, okay? Which is very hard to get in this business. But the reason they gave me a standing ovation is because during the meet and greet, Ron Simmons said his famous saying, D-A-M, and the reason he said it because he saw a wrestling fan with an 8x10. And on one front of it was me, and on the back of it was Jimmy Snuka. So Ron Simmons thought that was like, him and Shane Douglas, thought that was like the greatest marketing, redneckish, carny thing they'd ever seen.
Yeah.
And so they just stopped everything.
And not to be disrespectful, it's not like Jimmy's going to eat it.
No.
So,
and Bullet, they wasn't making fun. They were just, that's them right there. Tell me how much they liked it.
They're still clapping.
They're still clapping.
Yeah.
But just, Ron Simmons said, before the kid told me, and I even saw the back of it, you are on my mind, George. You are on my mind. So they promised not to steal that marketing tool that I have, okay? Because I was thinking while Ron was talking, what an amazing picture to have Bo Doom on the side.
Yeah.
Or Ron Simmons with the hood and without the hood. But anyway, so just a great night. Then, of course, we traveled up the road to Clayton, North Carolina. Over 400 people crammed in this building. I had the privilege of getting in the ring with Demolition. It's kind of neat. Me and Demolition against Rock and Roll and Bobby Fulton. It was kind of neat because we were scheduled to be on after intermission. And I'm not sure what kind of pull Rock and Roll have now since they're in the Hall of Fame. But they got us put on before intermission so we could go right to the gimmick tables. So, which I was very happy with that. Very happy. But, Bullet, what a full circle, just if I can get a little bit sentimental here for a moment. Bullet, of course, it was for the Ivan Koloff tournament. Of course, we all miss Ivan. But, Bullet, what a special night. And I don't know why I thought of this, but in 1985, this give you a little goosebumpy. It's kind of Alfred's Hitchcockish movie of the week. But in 1985, Rock and Roll made their debut here in Shelby against me, okay, on TV, and later on they defeated Crusher Khrushchev, which was Demolition, and Ivan Koloff for the World tag team titles. And of course, Rock and Roll was born and all that. And how some 30-something years later, Bullet, me and Barry Darso, Crusher Khrushchev, Demolition, is actually in the ring with Rock and Roll, paying tribute to Ivan Koloff. That's a lot. That's a mouthful of gravel right there. Bullet.
You tied that all together
When
in the end like that,
Bullet.
like a nice big bow, like a Christopher Nolan.
Wasn't that, Bullet?
Yeah,
That was very special.
Yes.
Very, very special. So anyway, just a great night. Got to see everybody. It was just kind of neat because Barry Darso had just had. It just shows you when you're a professional, you can do anything. I mean, Barry Darso had just had knee surgery. Bullet was just now getting to rehabbing and walking, and you would not even have known it. I think because I did all the work, but that's beside the point. Okay, so anyway, and I was impressed because I didn't have to take the double drop kick. Okay, I did the famous that everybody hates. That's the reason I did it. I did the famous Baron von Raschke finish where I go to get the claw and the guy ducked, and I got the claw on the turnbuckle, and I couldn't get unstuck. Mm-hmm. And then everybody in the business hates it. But that's why I did it. And then he schoolboyed me. 1, 2, 3. So anyway, just a great night, Bull. I know there's a lot going on this week. I know you'll be leaving here in just a little bit. You got a lot going on here. How was last week? Didn't you go to not Greenville again? Where Anderson or no?
That was a couple weeks ago. That was okay. That was enjoyable. Well, it was a full week last week.
Oh, I know the question. This was you and Miss Bullet's anniversary dinner.
Yeah,
right?
We didn't do much of anything.
Oh, I love that.
Just hung out and stayed around, especially with WrestleCon on the horizon.
Yes.
We were trying to stay very low key, very slow down, not do a whole lot, rest the body.
I love that.
Drink a lot of water, all those things to get us through. So
I love that. And with our, I know you saw this special note that inside joke between us is when our ghost of Christmas Past showed up in Bluefield the other week. I've already saw where there's an event coming up.
Yep.
They're very deja vu-ish. I don't know if we're supposed to be there yet or taking a ring or whatever, but just talking about full circle.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know. I think that's a flat circle. But anyway, on the topic.
Easy there, Shaquille O'Neal. Okay, like
I know what the heck's brother talking about. Okay, I mean, come on. Okay.
Especially since he made a career dribbling a globe-like object.
Yes.
For all of his career.
Bullet, listen to me. We could help these people, okay? I think it's just boredom sets in. You've won all the rings. You've done. I think he made an appearance in WCW, so none of this is really new to him. But it's almost like they get bored and they still want a little bit of publicity instead of just trying to make movies like my buddy Burt Reynolds is doing. His latest one is pretty bad. I love you, Burt, but my gosh, I mean, please. But anyway, but instead just keep on keeping on. You come up with some.
Like the world is flat.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I mean, I could do better than that. Okay? Just punch somebody, Shaq.
Which every time Neil deGrasse Tyson does an interview, he comes up with another reason that you can use your eyes and determine that the world is round. So, like, every time I watch an interview of his, he has another reasons why the world is round and how you can see it with your own eyes.
Well, see, when I first heard this, boy, and I know we got to move on, but I thought they were shooting an angle because I thought Big Show was going to come out and say, no, I say the world is round. So that was going to be the stipulation, Bullet, that it's going to be whoever wins, instead of the flag off the pole, whoever wins, they got to admit that the other one was wrong, okay? But I seriously thought that was just some goofy angle. But which has never been done, mind you. But we may try that.
We try that.
Okay.
Whoever gets the flag down declares whether the world is round or flat.
That's exactly right. And the other one has to, instead of the other one like cleaning Nelson Royal's barn out like Baby Doll did, or being Jerry Lawler's valet, like.
You have to change all the textbooks.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to rewrite all the textbooks.
Oh, I love that.
The world is flat.
You have to dress up as a scientist and admit in front of a classroom as you change the textbook that the world is flat. Okay.
I'm surprised Bill Watts didn't do something like that with evolution. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got missing link, missing link to prove that we evolved from monkeys and apes versus somebody who claims that no, we did not.
Hacksaw Duggan would have been okay with the USA flag, maybe. Okay.
Although he's closer than missing link is, though.
Oh yeah.
He's the missing link.
Oh, what a swerve!
Yeah.
Missing link wins and then brings out Hacksaw Duggan to prove that we all evolved around the missing links.
Yes,
Okay?
exactly. We all evolved from apes. You know what I'm saying?
But listen to me. Listen, Shaq, I'm telling you right now, we've got more heat than you got over that, and we ain't even trying here. Brothers just got to come up with something better than that. Say that back treatment that you've been selling is like turns you into something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He sells that knee.
Yeah, you stick to making your commercials. Stick to talking about basketball, and stick to talking about crap about Kobe. Those are the three things
exactly
you're good
right.
at.
I mean,
just stick to that.
Charles Barkley has made a tremendous career out of just dogging everybody. Okay, and brother ain't even admitted that it was flat. Okay, just anyway, I was very surprised, very hurt to find out that wasn't the angle going into WrestleMania. So with all this, with all these great shows coming up, conventions, we're talking about the big Wrestle. Big con coming up at the end of the month, WrestleCon.
I hope you've been resting up.
Oh,
Hope
boy.
you've been drinking your water.
Bullet.
You know,
We
staying off
have
all the bad
sold,
foods.
I am very proud to admit, we have sold 4, and we're still a week away. We have sold 4 meet and greet in advance with Mr. Number One. Okay? But listen, I'm not looking to blow out the figure ratio here. I'm just looking to buy some lunch while I'm there. So we're on the way. So I want to thank those 4, and we're going to be there all day. Just going to be a great time. But Bullet coming up May the 19th and the 20th. Okay. Folks, listen to me. If you want a chance to catch Sonny and Cher, Gina Hernandez and Tully Blanchard or Chris Adams, which one?
Gino Hernandez.
Gino Hernandez.
Again.
Yeah, exactly. Before the one blinded the other one, folks, you want to catch us on May 19th and the 20th. The Mid-Atlantic Wrestling Expo, folks, will be coming to Richmond, Virginia. We'll be returning back up there for this huge, a lot of Mid-Atlantic legends are going to be there. Over 90 pro wrestlers. There'll be vendors. There'll be a live wrestling show that Saturday night. Of course, we're all going to be there. Of course, High Spots of the vendor table will be there. The Second Grace book will be there. It's just going to be a great two-day event. Everything that you can imagine for wrestling fans. Of course, they can go to the Mid-Atlantic Wrestling Expo website, a list of all the guests. Bullet, of course, me and you will be there. We'll be taking part in all of the festivities, actually, but the huge wrestling event. There's going to be some question and answers going on for both days. So, folks, please mark that. That Saturday, it's actually going to start at 9 a.m. and run till like 11 that night with, like I said, following up with wrestling events. So, folks, just please put May 19th and the 20th in just a few weeks, actually. A lot of stuff going on. Yeah. Put that on your calendar. Bullet, of course, we'll be there in Richmond. We want everybody to come by and say hey to us. Just a great, great event. We'll continue to talk about the next few weeks. But Mid-Atlantic Wrestling Expo right there in Richmond, Virginia. So anything you got real quick, Bullet, for? I don't want to segue into you and then the idiot of the week, but man, let's get the idiot real quick. Bullet, real quick. It ain't just this one particular guy that has been texting me and emailing me all for the last 3 days. He didn't even make the idiot bag, but he's the one that is very interested in our wrestling school, and he's a grown man, Bullet, and he seems to be pretty well educated. I mean, he don't seem to be goofy, but he just 100 million questions this guy has had, and he's not signed up. He hasn't paid us a dime. He's the one that I've never been asked this. He asked me, "What did we teach here?" I don't even know how to answer that. Okay, so I didn't answer it. So he comes back. He said, "Well, what do you teach? The basics?" And I did answer him, which was a mistake. Is I just said, "Well, what else is there?" And then, of course, he comes back. I did not talk to my ex-wife this much, Bullet. Okay. And then he comes back and says, "Well, I guess what I want to know is, do you fully train?" And then that's when I just drew the line and said, "Yeah, when you fully pay us, we fully train you." But I just told him no more questions. I mean, it's almost like he's trying. This ain't even the end of the week, but this guy really almost made it. It's almost like he's trying to sneak in a hidden door to not have to take the bumps. I mean, I think that's what he's going to ask me next. Could I take the bumps for him?
But that's the thing too. If you are trying to figure things out, weasel around, and shift around, when you get in that ring, and the ropes are right in front of you,
yes,
and you stand there, and George tells you, "All right, I want you to go off of your feet and land on your back." You can't ask a million questions. Yeah. You just need to move forward and do it. Anybody that asks that many questions, you're going to be off
Yes.
I'm gonna let you right now. If you have more than 3 questions,
yes.
which the 3 questions have to be when, where, and how much.
That's exactly right.
If you have more than 3 questions, you're not
you're not going to do good.
you're going to do awful.
Yes.
You're going to be the worst at bumping ever. So don't even bother showing up. If you have more than 3 questions on your mind, you will not learn how to bump.
That's exactly right.
And if you can't bump, you can't wrestle.
That's exactly
so you
right.
might as well just go home.
Just forget it.
Just forget it. Enjoy it online. Tweet at me about how I'm an awful wrestler and I'm a comedy act and I don't belong in the business. Tweet about me or whatever you want, about I'm an awful human being, I'm not a funny comedian, how you'd like to see me lose to a woman at WrestleMania weekend. You can tweet all those things. If you got more than 3 questions on how to become a professional wrestler.
You don't need to be a professional wrestler.
You don't need to.
That's right. And right along those lines, Bolt, this past week, of course, in Thomasville, I've never had this happen. You know, on my personal gimmick table, I try to have something for everybody. I've got a little tub of just some toys, 3 for $1 is what I'm talking about here. Just little toys that just so kids can take something. This 10-year-old kid comes up. Okay, he takes his time. He finds his stuff. That's fine. He leaves. He comes back. He wants to trade. Okay, my lady Vicky let this kid trade. No problem. He trades, comes back a second and a third, comes back a 4th time, Bullet. Okay, and says, "Well, I just want my money back." Folks, we're talking about 3 for $1. Okay, Vicky says that no, we don't do it that way. And this kid, he said, "Well, I'll just go get my dad." Bullet. Listen to me. So he goes, gets his redneck daddy. And his daddy comes to the table. When I didn't know any of this, when I come out of the dressing room, this redneck dad, over $1 freaking dollar, okay, that his kid, and this is what really upset me. Let me add this. The kid didn't just put the toys back. He's throwing them. Just wait for somebody to wear his hind end out. So anyway, so I get out. The dad's in Vicky's face. I don't even know how I did it. I took like a Buddy Landale hip toss, early Bill Watts-ish hip toss, over the table and just cut everything off, got right in that man's face. And here's why this dad will be the idiot of the week, Bullet. He looked me right in the face and he said, "There is not a problem with my child standing at your table all night if he wants to." Bullet, my head spun around. I hit myself in the forehead about 15 times, and if Vicky hadn't caught me, I'd have choked him. But then here's what I told him. I said, "Sir, first of all, I ain't no freaking babysitter, okay, please. And second of all, if you want to pay Vicky for watching your child, your little brat, while you're just over here eating a hot dog, enjoying wrestling, then we'll be glad to do it." But anyway, of course, he walked off, cussing us under his breath, Bullet, and then went and sit down. And I was still just steaming mad that all this is over $1. Yeah. I mean, come on, Bullet. But the fact that Dad just wanted to enjoy the matches while we
took care of his kids.
Watched his kid.
Third of all that, do you really want your kid face to face with this face? You can't hang around the Toxic Avenger for too long without turning green yourself. Okay?
I love
like
that,
when
boy.
the Incredible Hulk comes out,
boy.
like you just stay away. You don't stick around, you're gonna pick up gamma rays. Like you stay away.
That's a good point. I should have shut up and just kept his kid.
Listen, John Wayne Gacy, if my kid wants to play around in your crawl space, he should be allowed to.
Oh, Bullet, dang that. Yeah. Now I want to go back and get another chance with that kid, and then send him back. Yeah. Okay? I should have spent some.
That kid would come back with bandanas on. Have a shirt that says "Jesus" on it, and everything.
Oh, this is too good for this show, Bullet. We gotta save this for material. This gotta be stage stuff. So, Bullet, the dad will go in the idiot bag. I almost want to throw myself in for that missed opportunity as a parent and a grown-up to teach this child. Then I should have sent him back, Bullet, with a flannel shirt with the sleeves cut off that I've had on for 4 days.
You need to start corrupting these kids and sending them back to their parents.
Yes, Bullet, thank you. What wisdom is inside there? I'm just telling you right now, Bullet. Okay, folks, listen to me. Anytime, I just changed my whole tune. I'm just telling that right now. Anytime you want to bring your kid to my gimmick table, please do. I'm not responsible for what you're going to get back. but I'm going to send little Chucky home with a bandana and and a machete in his hand. Okay, bullet with ease. That was good.
Yeah.
You hear me? You remember that 30 minutes later. Bullet that with easiness on the front of his cut up T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, folks, listen. If you want to know more about why we love each other, we have so much fun here on this show. Even though, and to the one guy, boy, how can it? I gotta quit looking on YouTube at people
They're gonna
that
bring the
rate
bag
us.
out. They're gonna bring the bag
No,
back out.
but
Okay.
how can anybody give us one of these? I mean, I'm not saying you gotta love us, okay? But that.
Well, we did ask him to. We did dare a couple people to give us
Well, that's
thumbs
true
down.
too.
So.
Folks, but that really, as an artist, as we are here on the comedian level, boy.
Listen, I wish we could get 400 thumbs down. Because usually when I see 400 thumbs down, I see 30,000 thumbs up.
Oh, that's
So
true. That's true.
a good percentage.
That's very true. So, but folks, what we hope? Well, I can't say that because they'll give us a thumbs down. Folks, just buy this.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to give your kids a proper education, here's the textbook you need,
Yes.
and it is available on highspots.com. If you want to know more about what I'm doing this weekend, make sure you follow me on Twitter at ManScoutManning and on Instagram at ManScoutManning. This has been another edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You
Good show.
Wrestle.
Oh boy. You're quick. I don't know where you're going from here, but you're going to be the top act. That's what I'm saying. Okay, boy. I don't know who's in front of you. Okay, wherever you're headed. Okay. If it's open mic, you just use what we just used.
Oh, I followed a federal offense last night.